Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we are cracking open 8 Paradox Rift packs. Starting off with the Doublade in the mountains with many spires all around them. Mining disintegrating the leaves as they fall with some accidental zaps. Plusle walking through the leaf-covered field, I believe. Mantike swimming amongst all the sailboats. My boy Toad Scrlet peeking out from the tree in the jungle. Masquerain flying around Area 0, I would assume. Gorgegeist standing at the edge of the pond with the reflection in the water. Or is it Gorgeist? I think it is Gorgeist. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get better at these names, but I still screw up. The Ancient Slitherwing, in the wastelands as the wind blows for our first reverse. Ambipom leaping their way through the jungle. And our rare of the pack is the Chin Pao crashing down into the ice. I swear I've seen this man so many times that honestly the art's starting to grow on me. Not that it was bad to begin with, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen him so many times. It's like a familiar thing to see, and I'm liking that, man. Haha, a wonderfully done Toad's Cool, of course, by Tomokazu, as they rear back their right leg to whip whatever is behind them. Kibble stuck in the very, very shallow hole, poor man with his short arms. Dottler walking across the leaf-covered field. Bone Sweet in the school's library/lobby. Mean Xiao happily hopping their way up the mountain at sunrise. Future Booster Energy Capsule Trainer, that's a frickin' mouthful. Defiant Vest Trainer. A Vanillite in a cave so cold you can see its breath. Or does that mean it's hot because they're cold? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Flittle also floating around the school's library/lobby for our first reverse, or maybe second. And a Ting Lu smashing up the earth for the hollow rare. The group of Flamigo dancing in sync. The pair of Remoraid swimming around in circles under the water. This is a very interestingly angled card. I can't tell what angle we're actually looking at it from, because what's behind them looks like the surface of the water, but I don't know, it's hard to say. Ah, the wonderfully done Wiglet extending themselves from the wall. I would assume that they are underwater. Fuecoco taking refuge from the rain under the big leaf. Mean Xiao hopping their way up the mountain. Zebstrega all charged up as they charge in. A Chantal Trainer. Gimmighoul flinging out his coins. For our first reverse, second would be a very nice Tulip Trainer. And our rare of the pack is the Porygon Z flying above the clouds in the mountains. Horsey floating in the water next to the shore. Gimmighoul launching out his coins. Spinda dancing under the light of the moon. Jirachi with some kind of... what is with that light behind them? I'm not really sure. Are they doing that? I would assume they're doing that, but I can't really say for sure. Simisage. No, I would say it was a Razor Leaf. Maybe they're just blowing the leaves because of the speed they're moving back. Crobat swiftly flying over the forest and next to the mountain at sunset. A Milla Trainer. Crobat flying next to the mountain at sunset for our first reverse, maybe second. Nope, it was first. Nickit walking into the dark forest. And our rare of the pack, Professor Sato's Vitality Trainer Full Art. Ooh, a beautiful, beautiful trainer. And it won't affect last pack, best pack too bad. And I say we're about halfway there. We have the Loudred standing at the edge of the forest on a very overcast day. I love the art for this as well. It's, I can't say it's like, I wouldn't say it's simple or minimalistic. It's like, I can never describe it. There's not a whole lot of like tiny detail, but like everything is so, it's blatantly obvious what everything is. It doesn't need all this extra detail just to exist kind of thing. It's like they figured out just what they freaking needed. Like, they're like, yep, this is what's necessary to make it look. I don't know. I'm bad at describing these cards. I love them so much, but I don't know the words for them. Hopefully somebody can educate me one day, or I can educate myself. Vanillish cooling off in front of the open fridge. Nickit walking into the dark forest. Plusle sitting way up on top of the power lines. Well, not on the power lines, but on the power pole. A technical machine turbo-energized trainer. Cloth running backwards with such ferocity that he smashes up the earth. Veluza swimming by the coast. Gimmighoul flinging out coins from their chest for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be, the wonderfully done Blitzle walking down the path towards the mountains at night. And our rare of the pack. Oh god dang, what a beautiful Hoopa EX. Well, Hoopa Unbound EX if you want to be really specific. Look at that boy. Is this a rain? Yeah, I would assume this would be a rainbow rare, or is it just because he's stellar? I genuinely can't even see the rarity with the bright whiteness that is the background, but a beautiful card that will most certainly make it much harder than that Sada's Vitality from earlier to get last pack, best pack. Zubat flying through the cave while he echolocates with Supersonic. Tinkatink walking down the road as they look up at the setting sun. Wiglet extending themselves out and getting in the faces of other Wiglet. The wonderfully done Mean Foo training in the mountains. Vanillix in the icy snowy mountains. Gliscor hanging onto the tree branch right at the cliff's edge. Cyclizard heading home from the beach. Chi-Yu amongst all the fire, of course, for our first reverse. Second would be Vanillite with their breath being visible. And a nice Volcanion Hollow as they pump out a bunch of steam from their ring. Couple of packs to go. Flittle floating around the school's library. Doublade in the mountain clearing surrounded by spires. The model Toxel sitting on the rock. Gabite looking fierce as the light glints off their claw in the cave. Professor Turo Scenario Trainer. Tulip Trainer once again. Orbeetle in the dark forest, arms crossed as they stare at us. Parasol Lady Trainer for the first reverse, I believe. Second would be again the model Toxel in the forest, or right outside somebody's house. And a nice Groudon expanding the land as they make the volcanoes erupt. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out his last pack, best pack, or not. If you want more details, there's a video link below. We have a rough shot at it today because of that Hoopa, but we'll see how it goes. The Crying Whismur sitting against the brick wall. Tinkatink observing all the crystals, picking out the right ones for their hammer. Fuecoco taking refuge from the rain under the leaf. Nickit walking into the dark forest. Luxurious Cape Trainer. Eureka Trainer. Cyclizard heading home from the beach. Low Kicks, just obliterating some sticks with a kick for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be a Defiant Vest Trainer, and for the rare of the pack, a nice Milotic swimming amongst all the underwater vegetation. Though that is obviously going to be another no for last pack, best pack. The Hoopa was just too fancy. Heck, even the Sada's Vitality was too fancy for this. Well, that's going to be about it out of me, though if you want to hear me yap about some more cards, there are daily uploads around here, some days more, so there's plenty of other openings already on the channel. Alrighty, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.